Hello everybody, Monty2 here, and today we're back for another video after a really long time. Sorry, it's been a long and busy summer. But let's get started today, and today I'm doing a more simpler video tailored towards more elementary school math. More like it's finding the area of composite shapes, which is not the, hold on, technical difficulties here. It's not terribly difficult, but as for some people who may stumble upon the video who need the help, here it is. So, to find the area of these composite shapes, you need to break it down into shapes that you know that you can actually find the area of. So let's look here real quick. Let's look at this one. If we look at this, we see it's an L. It's an L shape. And if you were to look at it just like this, you could not find the area of it. Like you wouldn't be able to. However, if you break it down into two shapes that you do know and that you could find the area of, you can actually figure out the whole area. And the way to do that is if you can take a guess, there's two ways actually. You can break it down this way and make 1, 2, or you could break it down this way. And then you have all of this is one shape and all of this is the other. And then you can find the area of two rectangles and just add them up. But let us do. I'm just gonna break it down this way, right down that line. So now we have to find the area of something that looks like a square up here, and this rectangle over here. And to figure out what these measurements are, we need the measurements of each individual thing. So this is a 5 by 5 square. We see that. So that means this is 25 centimeters squared over here. Now let's look at this rectangle. Well, we see the rectangle is 15 centimeters long by 4 centimeters tall, which means this is about to be 60 centimeters squared. If we were to add this up, we get 85 centimeters squared. And that's how you figure out the area of the composite shapes. This one's pretty easy to do, but they get a bit more tricky when you get to bigger shapes like this. So take a second, maybe try this on your own, and then come back and let's see how you do. So yeah, hopefully you tried it. But the way we're gonna break this down is that the way I see that comes to mind is just breaking it down this way and this way. So right here, off the bat, we have a square here of 9 centimeters squared. How do I know that? 3 centimeters tall, 3 centimeters long, so that's 9 centimeters squared. Now, we need to look at this rectangle here. Well, we need to see how long is it, how tall is it? Well, we have it being 3 centimeters tall. We have that measurement. But how long is it? Well, we have this 2 centimeters here, but that only covers this distance. Now we need this distance to engulf in it also, which is actually 3 centimeters. So it's 3 centimeters here. So technically, it's a 3 centimeter by 5 centimeter rectangle, which is going to be 15 centimeters squared over here. And this bottom one is just 10 centimeters, 3 centimeters. So it's going to be 30 centimeters squared. So 30 plus 15 is 45. Plus 9 is going to be 54 centimeters squared. Okay, so now let's move down real quick. Now maybe try this one on your own, see how you do. Alright, so hopefully you tried it out real quick and then maybe you got it, maybe you didn't. But the way I see it right now is there's one easy way to divide this up, and there's one a little bit that creates a little more work, but it's still doable. But I'll show you the easy way first. And that would just be doing it right down here. Cutting this off, making this a triangle, and this bottom thing a rectangle right here, which we can find the area of. The other way is if you split it up like this a little even further, which you could do, but why create more work for yourself? So we're just gonna leave it like this. So let's calculate the area of this rectangle underneath, which is a 4 by 10 rectangle, so a 40 centimeter squared rectangle. Now let's look at the triangle. Well, this triangle, we have this 10 centimeter measurement right here, and we need to figure out how tall this triangle is. However, this triangle isn't 10 centimeters tall, it's 10 centimeters engulfs the rectangle also in height. We just need, I'll highlight it, we need this section only. So, how do we get that? Well, we know that this right here is 4 centimeters because it's equivalent to what this is on this end, which means this has to be 6 centimeters. So we have a triangle 6 centimeters tall while being how many centimeters wide? Well, that's this. And how can we figure that out? Well, if the whole thing on the bottom is 10 and we have 6 from right here, that means this is 4. So we have a 6 by 4 centimeter triangle. So the area of that's going to be 6 times 4, 24 divided by 2, 12 centimeters squared, which will end up being 52 centimeters squared. Alrighty, so now let me try this one. This one's going to be a little more difficult, but I think it's doable if you've kind of been picking up. But yeah. Okay, so hopefully you tried it out. Now, here's how I would divide this up. Well, we see this diagonal line right here, which means that we need to break this up into some sort of triangle because, well, that's quite simply how we need to do it. So, how do I know how to break this triangle up? Well, we're given this height right here, this 5 centimeters, which means that this right here has to correspond to that. This also is 5 centimeters. So now if I make this my triangle, all of a sudden I have a 5 centimeter triangle, a 5 centimeter tall triangle with a horizontal distance I can also find because I have 9 centimeters here, 9 centimeters here, and if the whole thing is 32 centimeters, this middle part is going to be 32 minus 18, which is going to be 14 centimeters. So let me write this down. 14 centimeters. Which means that the area of this can be 5 times 14 divided by 2. So 5 times 14 divided by 2. So 35. So this is going to be 35 centimeters squared, and we'll write it off to the side here that we have 35 centimeters squared. That's going to be plus some other things too. So now, knowing what we have, we've technically blocked this off. So we've gotten this done. Now we have to divide the rest. And the way I see it is drawing it down this way and drawing it down this way to find a height in all different colors. This rectangle, and this rectangle. So let's get started. For this one, it's simple. We have a 9 centimeter wide by 20 centimeter tall. So that's going to be 180 centimeters squared. So plus 180 centimeters squared. And on this one on the right, we'll mirror that because 9 centimeters tall, 9 centimeters wide, 20 centimeters tall. So now plus another 180 centimeters squared. Now let's hit this middle one. We know that it's going to be 14 centimeters wide. How tall is it? Well, we know the total height of all. I'll get a new highlighter color. We know the total height of all of this is 20. And we know there's 5 here to take up this aspect. So what's left is this. And so what we need. So 20 minus 5 is 15. So it should be 15 times 14, which, let me do real quick, is 2 10. So plus another 210 centimeters squared. So if we add all this up, plus 180, plus 180, plus 35, we will get 605 centimeters squared. And there you have it. That is how to figure out the area of complicated shapes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tune in next week for the next video.